Hello friends, in this video we are going to see about the unit number 4 of tool engineering, that is Jig and Fixture. Myself Jay Derle, lecturer at Department of Mechanical Engineering, KK Wagh Polytechnic, Nasik. So let us start about the Jig and Fixture. First of all, we will see the basic function of Jig and Fixture. So here we can say that the jig is a type of tool which is used to hold and support the workpiece, but in addition to this, jig also controls the location and the motion of the tool. On the other hand, the fixture is a support or work holding device which is used only to hold the workpiece, but it will never guide the tool. So what is the basic difference between the jig and fixture? Jig guides the tool, but fixture never guides the tool. Here we have a diagram of jig. So this diagram represents the diagram of jig. So in this diagram we can say that it has U-shaped body. So this is what the U-shaped body of jig. It has a hole in the upper portion. So here we have a hole in the upper portion which will guide the boring tool. So here we can say that this jig guides the boring tool for performing the boring operation over this workpiece. So here in simple language we can say that this jig hold and support the workpiece in the jig body. In addition to this, it will guide the boring tool for doing the boring operation over this workpiece. Next we have a diagram of fixture. So this diagram represents the fixture. So in this diagram we can say that this is fixture body. It will never guide the cutting tool. So here we have a drill bit or boring tool. It will never guide the cutting tool or boring tool. It will only support and hold the workpiece. So this is what the basic function of this fixture. Now we will see the difference between the jig and fixture. So here we have two diagrams. Below two figure clears the basic difference between the jig and fixture. Left side diagram represents the jig and right one side diagram represents the fixture. So here in left side diagram we can say that the left is a jig, as it has a hole to guide the tool. So here we have a hole to guide the tool, as well as it holds the workpiece. So here this jig guides the cutting tool as well as it will hold the workpiece. That's why this is called a jig. On the other hand, in right diagram we have one fixture, as it is just holding the workpiece. It will not guide the fixture. So here we clearly see that this fixture only hold the workpiece. It will never guide the cutting tool for doing any operation. So this is what the basic difference between jig and fixture. So now we will briefly discuss about the jig. So here again we can say that jig are the work holding device which is hold and support and locate the workpiece, and again it will guide the tool to perform a specific operation. In other words, we can say that jigs are the device which is used for both purpose, for holding the workpiece as well as for guiding the tool. So here we have a diagram of jig. So here we can clearly see that this jig body supports the workpiece as well as it will guide the cutting tool. Some features of jigs are: it is a type of tool which is used in the control the location and the motion of the tool during the operation. Second one, the jig main purpose is to provide the repeatability, accuracy, interchangeability in the manufacturing products. It is used in the unidimensional machining, that is drilling, tapping and reaming. Jigs are found to be light in weight and it has a complex design. The cost of the jigs is higher. They are special tool particularly used in drilling, reaming, tapping and boring operation. Jigs are not fixed to the machine table until a big operation is not required. So these are the some features of jig. Now we will discuss about the brief introduction about fixture. So here the fixture are the work holding device which is hold, support and locate the workpiece, but it will never guide the cutting tool to perform any specific operation. In other words, the fixtures are only the work holding devices that hold, supports and locate the workpiece in desired position to perform any operation. So this diagram represents the fixture. In diagram we can see that it will simply hold the workpiece, but it will never guide the cutting tool. So here the some features of fixtures are: first feature is the main purpose of fixture is to hold and locate the workpiece during any machining operation in the industry. It is used in multi-dimensional machining, that is milling, grinding and turning. The fixture are found to be heavy in weight and has a less complex designing. The cost of the fixture is not so high. The fixture are specific tool used particularly in milling machine, shapers and slotting machine. Fixtures are fixed to the machine table. So these are the some features of fixture. Now we will discuss the difference between the jig and fixture. So here first column represent the jig and second column represent the fixture. So let us talk about first point. For jig, it will hold, locate and support the workpiece as well as it will guide the cutting tool. So this is what first point of jig. For fixture, it will hold, locate and support the workpiece, but it will never guide the cutting tool for any specific operation. Second point of jig, jigs are used for unidimensional machining, that is for drilling, reaming and tapping, but fixtures are used for multidimensional, that is milling, turning and grinding. Jigs are light in weight, fixtures are rigid and bulky and high in weight. Gauge blocks are necessary for jig, gauge blocks are necessary for fixture. In case of jigs, gauge blocks are not necessary, but in case of fixture, gauge blocks are necessary. It is not fixed to the machine table. Jigs are not fixed to the machine table, but fixtures are fixed to the machine table. The cost of the jigs are very high. The cost of fixture is less because the fixture has less complex design, and for jig it has more complex design, and because of that it has more cost. For jig it has more cost, and for fixture it has less cost. And last point is the designing is complex for jig and the designing is less complex for the fixture. So this is what about the introduction about jig and fixture and their difference. Thank you watching for this video.